guys, and welcome back to the Tuesday stream where I played a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. My name is Twitchi, and we've been playing this stream career for a very long time. Look, 9 years, 386 days. Very nice amount of science we've got on the go there. Let's get on in there. Hello, all the video watchers. It's rare that I've not had someone jumping in chat before by now. So hello, how are you guys doing out there? Anyone out there lurking in chat? Hello, good to see you, or not, as the case may be. Always good. Last time we went through and put ourselves a couple of scanning satellites up around the moon and around Minmus. I was kind of hoping that I could show you those, but man, that loading screen seems to be a thing. All right, let's go into the tracking station and go find them. There are many craft in my save right now. We do need to try and address actually how many is going on. Hey Gus, how is it going? But right down the bottom here, you can see that I've got two. I actually ended up renaming one of the craft, but you know, scan resource a mun. I think you can understand what it does. It scans for resource at the mun. Hey Wise, good to see you, buddy. It's been some times. I expect Ingales, Bork, Uberschmack, I eat potato. Jebediah best Kerbal. Jebediah is not the best Kerbal. Anyway, we got one of these guys. As it was, well, there's two of these guys. Look, there's like a little robot in there. Oh no, it's the robot's down here. Green part robot. We got some power. We got some pointing device, and then we needed all the solar panels to get this thing working. This thing, of course, being the way that we are scanning for resources. Let's come through and get this map up. Visual map of the mun. Yes, we do have the visual map up, but more importantly, if I click this resource overlay, you can see exactly how much of the planet I have been scanning. Unfortunately, at this point in time, where our satellite, that's the word. I kept on wanting to say solar station. I was like, this is not a solar station. Why do you keep trying to say that? This satellite here will only scan when it's in the daylight. Well, it's in the daylight. That's it. That's unfortunate. The surface is in the daylight. If we turn and look, you can see that I am very much in day. But if we point that way, we're on the back side of the moon. There's a very similar around Minmus. I could reorientate, start like bringing my inclination down for both the satellites and start getting a bit more coverage. And I think I might very well go to do that. But we actually have something that we need to do first. Something that is on the alarm clock. Oh mate, I really hope that the loads, like why are they so long already? I've literally just opened the game. I think the problem is that we finally got the parallax mod up and working, so I'm going to have a whole bunch of textures to be loading every time. But you can see up here we've got min leave. What is min leave? Oh, well, we've got a craft around Minmus that has a whole bunch of people upon it. Your CPU is 5 years old. Is that correct? Hi Monkey, how you doing? How are you doing? My CPU, yeah, it might be 5 years old as well, actually. It might even be a little bit older than that. I think I bought a cheap one that was the year before. So it might be six good. Anyway, as I was saying, we've got Willwig, our brand new pilot, and we've got our two engineers just out on a jolly jaunt. They're not really out for doing anything other than just to get some XPs, if you will. We are going to exit ourselves out of the Minmus system, but in that time, as it takes for us to fall down towards the atmosphere, we're going to have to be sending the voyage out and about. And we'll go see what I mean by the voyage in a little bit. We're going to send this guy up and flying first, or down and flying. Which way are we going? Pretty good. I am also doing pretty good. It's the first week where my university has started giving me information. I still don't know when I'm starting. I have no idea when I'm starting. But I've started receiving some information from the courses. Oh, my entire Introductory to Quantum Dynamics course is on YouTube, which I find amazing. That's great. I'm all about it. I am all about it. Let's click that button and move down and under. So over the next coming year, I will be sharing all sorts of amazing tidbits from second year astrophysics. It's kind of weird that I'm doing physics with astrophysics. So if I don't put it the right way around, I find myself saying physics. That's not good. That's not where I want to be. But physics with astrophysics, bam, that's a much nicer sounding way. Much nicer. Okay, we are going to eject ourselves out from Minmus. Of course, Minmus traveling that way round. So to stop, we need to go backwards, right? It's like throwing a car out the back of a moving bus, right? The Minmus is the moving bus, and we want to try and go backwards and to perfectly cancel everything out. You see, I've not done a very good job at perfectly cancelling everything out, but I don't think we actually do want to perfectly cancelling means we are plummeting down towards the surface of Kerbin at a ridiculous rate. We would have just been accelerating, I assume, 1g from that point onwards. That is a very long distance, many seconds between there and here, and I mean, like we could work it out. It's all triangles when it comes down to acceleration. But we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to go at 3, 4, 3, go! What I should have done is really got Wilwig here to go and plant a flag on Minmus, because you get more XP for planting flags than for just going into orbit. So, I mean, you know, this is where we are, that we just live in this world. We could probably send Wilwig out to a variety of other places as time goes on. Right, let's have a look at this orbit. Let's see where we are. I kind of want to look at this one and look at my periapsis. 228. I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, we're not going to set up a thing straight away. I'm gonna add a maneuver here. 7 days. Did you see that? We're going to create an alarm, and we're going to be maneuver re-enter for Minmus crew. Okay, that's cool. We had to interrupt. We had to interrupt this mission last episode because I knew the voyage here, the Indigo voyage would be ready to go. Right, let's go and have a look at the Indigo voyage. This is now set up. We will come back to these guys in 7 days. 7 days time. We've got loads of fuel, so I can just stop us wherever we are. So let's switch over to the Indigo voyage, and we get to see this wonderful craft that has been in orbit around Kerbin for a very long time now, and we'll find out whether the alarm clock has once again lied to us. This has been a perpetual problem. Look at the size of this beast. Look at the size of this beast. We got Bob, we got Valentina, we got Derber, our second chief scientist. Why do I? Because I've got 2 here. Have I got more crew? I've got more crew. Look at there's Bill. I knew Bill would be on there somewhere. I don't like the fact that Derbert's wearing an orange suit. Maybe we'll change that at some point. But I have a mission that I'm trying to perform, and we'll turn around to have a look at that. The thing that I'm trying. Let's zoom out. Here is my maneuver node. There's the maneuver node. Does this intercept? Okay, we've got an intercept. All right, let's just leave it. As long as the computer says it's still fine, then the computer says it's still fine, and that's all I need. I just need a little bit. Oh, look, I can click this button. Oh, I forgot. Valentina, look at that. She is a level 4 pilot right now. She could get 1 more star. There is 1 more star to get. And I've got a feeling by the end of this particular set of missions, she's going to have her level 5 star. But it does mean that with her level 4, we can just click the maneuver button. I can't help noticing that we've not really gone anywhere. We're out of monopropellant and electric charge. I didn't know we had monopropellant on here. Let's extend some solar panels. I feel like that's the only way to actually deal with the lack of electricity. I'm not sure if there's more. There's more. My good friend and buddy Landstrider actually designed this craft for me. Well, not for me. He actually designed it for his own Let's Play that he was running on his channel, and he was like, "You should use this craft." I was like, "You know what? It's a very good craft. It's got a processing lab on it. It's got maneuverability. It's got a bunch of scan sat stuff with it. It's even got a cupola, and I am fond of a cupola. So he lent this to me, and it's been sat in orbit for a very long time now. I kind of feel bad for him, like months, literally 2 months, 3 months, something like that. Might as well be running a real-time space program at this rate. Might as well. Okay, we're looking in the right direction. We appear to be getting a bunch of power up together. Do I need to do anything other than just press the button and wait for 2 days? I mean, 2 days is a long time to wait, but it's not really that long in grand schemes. This guy here, single seat, really needs to be dealt with at some point. But I don't think there's anything I need to worry about here. Let's press the button. This is going to make everybody dizzy. Let's focus Kerbin first. There we go. And then we press the button and shoot on into the future. I don't know whether anything untoward is going to happen in that time. Look how far that is drifting out of the way. Time warp cancelled. This means that we are indeed coming at 180 days. 180 days the voyage has been in orbit so far, which that's That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. We're coming down to the very close to where we need to make that burn. The time here, the alarm clock has been called. Now we're just going to swing our nose round to look in the right direction. I'm going to do a 50% burn on either side of the maneuver node, so that I don't know whether 50% is right, because if you think that you're doing this curve beforehand and this curve afterwards, right? But actually, when you are burning towards your maneuver node at your 50% towards, right, you're actually changing the maneuver up towards that point. So I feel like there's some sort of weird feedback loop where actually what I should be doing is only like 40% before, or is it more before? I don't know. I feel like there is some like next level calculus that needs to be performed here to know whether 50% is actually the way to go, because yeah, you are changing stuff all the time that you are burning, so there's no way, because when you start burning and then you go through, you're not going to be where this maneuver mode is set for right now, because your orbit would have changed. Yeah, I don't know. Considerations when you really start thinking about this game, when you really start thinking about it, you realize that you just don't know enough. All right, we've got 20 seconds to go. Am I gonna once again start burning at the 3 seconds 2 mark? I think that might be, maybe that explains the drift. Maybe that might be a thing, because like, as I've said many times in the past, I start burning early because as we're burning, you can watch everything. Wow. Wow. You can watch everything. Ever feel like I should have maybe deorbited those? But you can watch that time continue to tick down there. And because I got rid of all those engines, actually, I'm now making a much slower burn. Yeah, I could have probably done that a little bit better. I don't like the fact that we're also going to reach a point of staging, so that's going to be getting rid of this lot. We've got a lot of trash on this one. Okay, it's not the end of the world, but my map, it's already pretty full of trash. It's already pretty full of trash. So we need to go around and fix these at some point. Look at all these over here. I would love to do a stream at some point where I just go around and deorbit everything. Hey Mark, how are you doing? The problem is I've done one of those before. And you actually only end up deorbiting something like 4, maybe 5 bits of junk during a stream, because it takes a while to like line up and do a rendezvous and then attach everything you need to attach. Like deorbit stuff safely. That deorbiting stuff safely is kind of important, you know. I don't want it smashing into a whole bunch of like my infrastructure. Though Scott Manley did a video a long time ago where he tried to purposefully collide two things. Okay, we're leaving. I know what that camera shift means. Look, there it goes. He tried to collide two vessels in orbit, and it was very hard because of the frame rate, right? Because of the frame rate, you would have like one frame, the vessel is over here, and the second frame it's over there, and there was no interaction, especially going 2 kilometers per second. You know, I mean, what's a 60th of 2 kilometers? Hang about, I need to. I've got a proper calculator here. Well, I mean, let's add them together. There's 2.5. So let's say it's 5. A 60th of 5 is like just under 1, right? 5,000 divided by 60. I mean, you are traveling 83 meters every frame. I don't think this is 83 meters long. I don't. You had your first day of school in 9th grade today. All pretty good, but your English teacher is a bit of a freak. Most English teachers probably are. 50, 40, 30. Okay, well, I mean, there we go. We are doing a... I mean, do we do a stage here? Let's do a stage here. This should be now my... Oh, wait, where's that engine located? It's in the middle. All right. Ah, I see. Let me come into the action groups. Let's see if we got anything... Okay, here we go. Number 1 is a whole bunch of science. I love that. I love that a lot. 2 is collect all the data. Okay, that's fine. 3 is to reset everything. That's great. So if I want to do a science, 1, 2, 3. Okay, get the good science going. 4 is the should have got those solar panels extended there. What I'm looking for is to switch between engines. Doesn't look like we've got them. Okay, I am going to go toggle engine, and then with these 4. Toggle engine, and that way I can switch between my big boost stage that I've got there. That looks like a skipper. I've got a mainsail, but a skipper will do. And my... So let's activate this. And then, oh, which one did I put it on? 9? 5? 8? I can't remember what number I put it on. I should really have paid more attention to that. 10, so 0. There we go. Now I've got my nuclear-powered engines around the outside here. I should be able to just burn out these last few Delta Vs here. I'm not sure how... That's just now destined for solar travel, right? That's just going to go around the sun. Okay, this is actually looking really good. Let's stop that. Let this try and re-maneuver itself and see what we've got. Okay, we are on the way. We are on the way to MoHo. It's gonna take us. Oh, look at that. That's not too bad. I've definitely had worse encounters. Let's click on this and get a whole bunch of like really messy data on the screen. What I'm looking for is this one at the very handily at the bottom called closest approach. So we're gonna be trying to get these to line up. I'm gonna start by clicking that way, see if that does anything. Okay, so that did. But is it going to be enough? I wish there was a way of, ooh, there it was, of resetting recent changes, you know, because now I want to know whether speeding up or slowing down does better or worse. But this is 100 days from now. 100 days. Thankfully, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to be doing. So let's have a look out and around. We need to do some do's. I need to create an alarm and I need to put the maneuver down. This is the MoHo voyage correction. Okay, go. It's MoHo, it's the voyage, and it's the correction burn. That should help me remember stuff. Are we really gonna do the Juna? We're not ready for Juna. How long until the next? Wait, where's this go to Juna craft here? Wait, what? A maneuver node? Okay, this is the Oracle. This is a craft that I put up into orbit to let me know when a craft should be moving. One of the things that I've noticed many times is that these windows tend to be a little bit hard to trust. That's kind of the way I'm going to put it. They're a bit hard to trust. So I have what I've called the Oracle here that I can actually put down the maneuver node and try and figure out exactly what it wants me to do. 64 days is a lot more than a lot before 100. I don't have the crew right now to make a Juna mission, so we're just going to clear all those out. And we're going to switch to these crew. We're going to bring our Minmus crew home. This is what we've been meaning to do since last stream, sorry. And, you know, I'm quite happy to spend a little bit of time, make sure that my people are safe. Wilwig here, absolutely no automatic controls, so I'm just going to point... Now, we're falling down, and we're kind of traveling this way, and then we'll go around the back of Kerbin, right? So, to slow down, I'm going to want to turn around and kind of be facing this direction. I reckon by the time we get down to the lower levels of this orbit, do orbits have levels? I don't know. I'm gonna go with it. Not the Indigo Voyage. Could we just warp down here? Thank you very much. We are plummeting from MoHo. Look, even single seat here has barely got anything on this particular huge orbit. It's pretty big, yo. It's pretty big. We got that. That is a mission from mission that one of the contracts gave me to go and repair a satellite. I kind of tempted to go and swing by and pick those ones up, but it takes a while for starters. But also, I've got a feeling we're going to be quite severely on the wrong inclination. Hey, MLT Aerospace, how are you doing? We're just about to bring some Kerbals back from MoHo. You might remember, not from MoHo, sorry, from Minmus. We have just sent some people to MoHo. Where is their escape trajectory? It was there somewhere. It's been a couple of days. They might even have got outside. There they are. There's the voyage. Yay. They're on their voyage. Along with all this other stuff, like there's the Ono MoHo, managed to miss. There's the asteroid capture 1B. That's actually got an asteroid and we're waiting for it to come back. Fly Flower Relay, Evic Probe. Why are you not at Evic. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're coming in hot. We're coming in hard. You just deorbited your space station. What a great idea. Keep space clean. That's what I say. Keep space clean. Okay, we're gonna try and we're going to try and land right there. That's what we're going to do. We're going to add a maneuver. We're going to pull up. We're going to slow down. And then hopefully these two maneuvers combined will lead to a beautiful touchdown at the KSC. I'm very confident in that, obviously. There's no way this has ever gone wrong before. Hopefully, if we can do it right. I'm more interested in how to get that turn right. So something like this, and then I can just kind of slow down when I'm in the atmosphere. Let's go with that one. Burning nearly 1,000, nearly a kilometer of delta V there. That's crazy. That is a lot. But we are falling from a great height. We've got to pretty much orbital velocities just from falling. 9th grade in Germany, so we're like 13th or 14th. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, school's one of these weird things where it can both be the most important thing and also not. And it's kind of down to where you want things to go. And the problem is, no one ever knows when you're at school where you want to end up. So it's kind of a hard thing to call. 56, 55. We got time. Let's go down. Just had one of the horrors of being British. I was enjoying a beautiful cup of tea. And I got to the very end. And I found out my tea bag had ruptured. So I now have a mouth full of tea leaves. Oh, 3, 2, 1, go! I feel mildly traumatized by this entire ordeal. Almost as much so as hearing about the death of Her Majesty. Might take me a bit of the stream to get over this. Alright, we are trying to deorbit. Well, basically, I just want to try and hit the atmosphere at just the right speed and just the right angle to end up going home. That flag right there, that's where the Kerbals call home. If I just land in the water, I will be happy, though. I'm overjoyed to not be landing in the desert. Last few missions, very much been landing in the desert. I seem to have given myself hiccups. This is not handy when I'm trying to talk. If I pause unexpectedly, in inopportune moments, that's probably what I'm doing. All right, cool. Try and keep this focused on the little blue dot. The blue dot is telling me which way I want to fire my engines for this blue line to end up where this dotted line is. And the dotted line, obviously, where I want to end up. That's kind of what the maneuver node does. Building another station? I mean, that's good shout. I should probably build another station. We have 2 parts of stations. Where are you? The bakery and then the bakery craft. These were once one vessel, and unfortunately Kraken came along and decided they wanted to shake my beautiful ring station into 2 parts. It was much sad. I missed the start of the stream. That is a shame. I do post on Discord, and obviously YouTube does its best to notify people as and when. But YouTube notifies when I go live, which means that it's missed the start, right? Okay, this is looking good. I'm just going to bring this down to a slow stop about there. Does that look right? We could probably do with losing a little bit more. Let's throttle up just a bit. We'll go with that. We will go with that. If all becomes very precarious, I will just slam on the engine and hope that it does its best. Yeah, I mean, landing short in the desert is a thing that happens quite often. Coming in at this angle, though, there was no way that was going to happen. Not with that. I mean, as it is, I feel like I've got a little bit of serious repercussion for Kerbal health here. I feel like there might be just coming in a little bit too hard. 2.5 kilometers per second. It's pretty toasty. There's going to be a lot of air friction at those sorts of speeds. I could drop my outer tanks, but I don't think I'm going to. If I point my nose slightly upwards, I can both slow down but also loft myself further. So I'm going to try that and see. It's not actually affecting my end trajectory so far, so I'll take that for the moment. Have we got... We got Bernie Fun Times. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I'm going to let this just run through. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Or, as that dog says, this is fine. This is very fine. Let's keep that going, actually. Let's keep that going. Let's have a look at what... Oh, there were explosions. I'm not sure if this is fine anymore. Let's point retrograde, and that is where we get our maximum slowdown, but it's absolutely no consideration. You know, I'm going to drop those. Surely they're not necessary. We started slowing down faster because we have got less mass, so the various forces, whether they be the engine or the friction, are having a greater effect on our acceleration. I think I can actually turn this off and say that we're probably doing alright. Little further away than I would have liked. Little further away, but also pretty good. Also pretty good. Yeah, if you're landing in the desert, the only tip I really have for you is wait a little longer to start your burn. That's it, right? Like you want to start burning over here somewhere, and you'll end up in the water. Okay, let's pop some parachutes. There we go, beautiful, beautiful. We should get some drogue action first, hopefully, if things are safe and sound. I think this should be fine. I don't see any reason why this should result in Kerbal death. We're slowing down pretty fast. You do already. See if you can make it. Yeah, I mean, the only reason, let me tell you, the only reason that I'm any good at this game is because I have crashed and killed many, many, many Kerbals, and I now know what I did to do that, and I try not to do those things. You know, so it's the only way of getting good at games like this. It's the only way of getting good at anything. Let's be honest. If you're not putting in the practice and doing things bad, well, it says that the cost of entry to being good at anything is being able to put up with being bad at it. You need to be able to practice when you're bad at something to be able to get good at it, right? Your cat's been sent next to me trying to touch your face. It's adorable. Cats are just adorable anyway. Like the cutest murder machines we've brought into our lives. They're doing horrors on the ecology around us, but you know, it's cute. We would level entire buildings for human children, and we'll do pretty much the same for cats. It's the power of cute, man. It's the power of cute. There's like a whole bunch of kelp under there now. Isn't Parallax a great mod? Let's recover this vessel. End this one. Isn't it? Can we cover? There we go. So it's taken a while to recover there. I've got a feeling it was whilst it was trying to move. You know, whilst your craft is moving, it won't allow you to recover. No, kelp. The kelp is part of the Parallax mod. I mean, whenever anybody asks me for ideas for a space station, I always ask if you've done a spin stabilizer, like a spin gravity. If you have a big ring, you don't have to be spinning that fast for inertia to stick you to the wall. And it's almost definite. You use mods, only a few very light mods. I tend not to mod the game so much so that people who are watching who can't use mods, such as yourself, recognize what I'm doing and are like, okay, yeah, I see what you're doing there. I don't want to be doing stuff that people can't follow along with. Okay, splashdown ribbon. So in Spaceflight Simulator you can't gravity ring. Why not? Like, inertia's just inertia. If you're traveling forwards, you're traveling forwards, right? Like if it's got velocity, you should have a gravity ring. Splashdown ribbon landed on Kerbal. Yeah, burn at the desert, but nearly leaving the desert. You time warp. Oh yeah, don't time warp. you need physics. Minimus docking ribbon, Mun orbit. There was a lot of stuff for them in one go. A lot of stuff in them with one go. These, yeah, brilliant. Heavy launch vehicle. All right, good work. Good work. So we've got a small. I should have gone into the astronaut base. Let's go do that. Let's do that. We've got ourselves a small team, and I want to go looking for asteroids. So let's go see what we got in the asteroid field. But like first, no, I can't do it from here. Let's put down this, and then I can click the crew. Go to the astronaut complex. Thank you very much. Can we get rid of these? Thank you. So let's see who we've got available. Oh man, that's actually more people than I thought. We've got ourselves 3 pilots. I'm missing scientists. Do you guys think I'm missing a scientist? The next money is a lot, though. That's a lot. Let's Loster. You're courageous? That's good. I mean, are we really going to buy scientists in any numbers less than 2? Because you need 2 to put them in the science lab. What skills have they got here? Vessel science return, part science return. They all are constant. The only thing that changes is the G sustainability. And like, don't get me wrong, I like a scientist who can deal with more G's than a pilot here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a like top level pilot, 6.2 Gs. I've not seen. There's another 6.2. I wonder if 1.66 is the maximum G. Oh, here's someone more. 3. Sorry, I found this new stat now, and I'm like, oh, okay. What do I want here? But we do need a scientist to take with us, right? Is that a thing? I don't think that is a thing. I am going to build a 2-person satellite retrieval. That's what I'm going to do. Let's have a look at the 1B. We've got a craft here already for this, right? Let's see if we can upgrade it slightly. Oh, look at. I mean, do we need to upgrade it slightly? Do we even need to send the Kerbal? I think this is actually a good idea. All right, this is what we're going to be sending. Oh, I do like to send a Kerbal along just for a little bit of. No, we're going to launch it. We're going to put it. We're going to put it down, and we're just going to go find one that connects with our... Now, do you reckon we want to get into a polar orbit and go find an asteroid that comes in? That might be the one. That might be the one. MLT Aerospace plan on making a Venus lander. Do they make the surface of Venus as inhospitable as it is IRL? Because, like... Oh, there was some shakes there. Did you guys see those shakes? Because Venus, I don't think we've ever managed to send anything to Venus that's lasted more than 15 minutes. I've got a feeling that almost everything that we've sent out there has melted very, very quickly. It's like 500 degrees there. Like lead will melt. It's full of sulfuric acid, which is nasty. I don't know if I need to tell you that. These are all huge asteroids. I want a class A. Oh no. Don't give me class E's. I want class A's. Oh. What's this one? It's like, if we set that as target, is this going to impact at any point? That does not impact at any point. Okay, unset as target. Can I stop tracking this? Why is this one? Let's view in tracking station. Get rid of it. Oh no, you missed the KSC. Oh, that's terrible. This one? What have I got? Select that first, then select this. Terminate. Stop that. Alright. So these are literally only Class E's. I don't have the equipment to move a Class E around. They are like huge. Beyond what I can manage. Elu, Dres. Dres has... There it is. Dres has asteroids, but they're like totally around it. And I don't think I've got a craft that can... Look, there's a G there. Whoa, that thing's huge. Okay, I guess we're going to have to just grab one. You have not missed the... Wow, the transfer. Let's go have a look. Hey man, how you doing? Looking for asteroids at the moment. I feel like I might need to launch a Sentinel mission, but for the benefit of Landstrider, let's go check out the voyage. At the same time as making our MoHo transfer, I wish to send someone to go pick up an asteroid. The voyage. It's here somewhere. Indigo voyage. On escape trajectory out of the sun. Already been up for... like best part of 100 days. 3 months. Something like that. They are out. And are they loose from the Kerbal system? I think they are currently loose from the Kerbal system. Yeah, they are transferring. We got a little transfer maneuver over here that's going to make sure that we hit our target in a little bit, because wouldn't you know, we didn't leave perfectly. Class C, that might be a little bit better. Let's view that in the... Okay, that's good. Let's see what this one does. It's a shame that I can't just like right click and go, hey, tell me where this is going. Because I just need to see something that ends up intersecting with Kerbin, you know, or getting very close. It doesn't need to be a perfect intersection. And the Class C is pretty big. Pretty big. Track. There, look at that. We might be able to get this one. Let's take this craft out to have a look. It's coming through the Kerbal system, so we can definitely do it. We can definitely grab it. Ooh, the loads. That's jumping in and out of the tracking station for you. Okay, hello. Yeah, a little shaky, but I think we're okay. Let's make sure that we've not like run out of electric charge. That, I mean, it would have been hilarious, but not actually what I'm looking for. So we come out back here. Hello, where's that C-class asteroid that we would? This one. Set as target. There it goes. All right, that's a pretty strong north-south, right? I think if we just go north from here, in fact, that's looking almost perfect, right? If we go north from here, we should end up with, yeah, with the spin of the planet giving us the extra rotation that it is, we should be able to set ourselves up to go through here. I mean, that's 38 days, but we can make it happen. We can make it happen. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast. Oh, it's a beast of a machine, but it's taking off well. I'm going to start getting my my tilt on nice and early. Not too much of a tilt, but then also not too little of a tilt. I want to be trying to get my way over to about 45 degrees at about 10 kilometers up. It doesn't really need to be that exact. Trying to get things into orbit is relatively simple, as long as you go up and then you go sideways. So I was kind of hoping we'd get a little more sideways on the go here than this, but this is fine. We're going at 300 meters per second at 5 kilometers in the air. Turns out I should have actually tipped over more than I actually had. I'm trying to figure out what sort of parking orbit I want this vessel to be stuck in, because obviously we're going to be waiting around Kerbin for a little while. That's the exit, right? Yeah, Kerbin escape. So we go up this way and down, and then we go around this way a few times a day until we need to figure out when to go over there for 38 days time. So we need to get a decent parking orbit on the go, which shouldn't be too difficult. There's quite some shakes going on here. I'm a little bit worried about what's going to happen when my solids burn out. I'm going to start throttling down a little bit so that when the shake happens, it's not quite so... Ooh, look at what's going on here. Is there something bad going on? I'm not sure if there's something bad going on or not. All right, 3, 2, 1, stage. Still haven't... Oh, yes, I have put a bunch of Separatrons on there. Look at them dance. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, throttle in, back. up. I guess I want an apoapsis. I mean, 300. Let's call it 400, and we'll park it there. I have a lot around 100 kilometers, so I'd rather not be clogging more stuff up at that point. It's quite hard to see else. Okay. At the moment, we are on a pretty bad trajectory. This trajectory is one that will definitely lead to some problems if we stay like this. Thanks for the tip. It worked out great. Always helpful. Always happy to be helpful. Language. Okay, let's add this maneuver here. And just kind of push that out. We could probably do... with at the same time bringing this into line. It's not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But hopefully we can get something going. No, -0. Is -0 going to end up as 180? Have I gone the wrong way round? I'm going up here and I'm coming down there. No, it should be fine. Is it fine? Kind of scared. There's enters, exits, right? Kerbal escape. Is this right? Feels right. Okay. We'll just see what we can do with this. Okay, there's a good circular-ish parking orbit. I'll be very happy when we get the robot that can also look down at the maneuver node. Trying to point perfectly towards the maneuver node is probably the biggest pain in this whole scenario. Also realizing that you didn't save any fuel. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Is there none at all? Okay, let's turn off the fuel at the tops here. Because wherever these guys are in the Kerbal system, they should be able to bring themselves back with that much fuel, right? That's a fair amount of fuel. Is it? Is it? Let's grab all the fuel tanks and pump it into this top one. And let's just see how much fuel we've got. I might do this. I mean, I am going to do this with all of the tanks here because I want to make sure that my craft can tidy itself up. It's very important to tidy itself up. But thankfully, we're not actually doing any like actual changes to the craft. I may have forgot on a tank on that last one, but you know what? I don't think I care all that much. So this one. No. This one here. No. This one here with all the with the crosses on it. That's the one we're trying to pump them into. Man, this is going to be tough to do this for all of them. Okay, that emptied out one of my fuel adapters pretty quick, actually. Because almost surely with a full tank, it should be able to bring itself home. I would be much amused to find out that wasn't the case. So there's the top one again. There we go. Go. So 38 days to the asteroid coming in. A further 60 to the MoHo craft. Are you not pumping? Is that because I hovered over stuff? Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Why would you stop me doing stuff when I'm trying? Oh no, when I've got processes running. That's horrific. That is horrific. No, it's just the inefficiencies with the single stage. The only one that's really worth it is the flying one, right? The one that's got a jet engine on it. Man, I tell you what, there comes a point in every stream where I'm like, you know what? This talking thing takes some time. Okay, I seem to be pushing but not getting anywhere. Look at my pitch tipping here. I know the rearrangement of the mass has made it a little more central. Not sure if that should make it easier to move. I don't know. As long as we point in the roughly the right direction in about a minute's time, so that we can circularize ourselves out. Am I noticing that we've only got tiny little solar panels on all of this? Is this something that I'm noticing here? It could well be. It could well be, which means we'll have to act pretty quickly when it comes to getting these guys home. In fact, now that I'm taking a moment to look, are these just missing solar panels? They got some big old battery, but the battery's being drained uniformly. 5, 4, 3. No, I was saying it's only the ones that are actually worth it. Honestly, this is overkill. I went too far with this, too much for. Well, I didn't realise we were going to be capturing right inside. That's the big thing actually with this design. I remember now. Is that I'm trying to capture asteroids, right? So I got distance to fly, and then I'm trying to push things that are bigger than myself. So I want as efficient as possible with these particular ones, and the rest are just habit. You know, I just got super habituated. Can we go back 6? I'm just gonna start flying. I'm sure we're close enough now. Okay, big stage, here we go. Actually, these guys are just going to deorbit themselves. Even better. Even better. Ooh, shaky shakes. So that's a lot of shake, actually. Is this going to be controllable? Let's bring that down a bit and see if we can arrest this little shake we've got going here. So, I mean, we all know the thing that should have happened here is a little bracing structure for after the decoupling there. Okay, the seeking behavior, not ideal, but we can counter this. Well, we can control this. You'll notice that the shake is not so outrageous that it's completely uncorrelated to where I'm trying to go. I wonder why. Oh no, is this another oxidizer problem? What is this? Wow. Today we learn. I remember that. I've really got to put a note. Hang about. I need to write something down. This is something that I've made a mistake on loads. So you might notice that we've got all this liquid fuel left. That's because these middle cores here are liquid stage only, not also the other one, rocket fuel, which is big shames. It's something that I forget about all the time. I'm gonna first, yeah, we're in a good orbit. I'm gonna first jump over to one of these, switch to. I'm just going to throw down a whole bunch of parachute commands. In fact, we're going to watch these guys come home first. We're going to watch these guys come home. Space. Just pop it all. How much is going to make it home? I don't know. I don't know. The important thing is that craft is safe. Is it safe? Let's go back. Let's double check that it actually has a periaps above the atmospheric ceiling. That honestly, given how thin the atmosphere is at that particular point, it probably wouldn't matter either way. Yeah, 53. All right, let's go just a little bit more. I was like, it looked like it, so surely it's good. Nope, stage. That's right. So decouple here, leave that one roughly in a decaying orbit. Make this burn, which should just be, you know, I'm going to activate the engine and we'll let the staging be terrible later, because we've got a whole bunch of stuff on the outside here that we could throw away. Where's my pen? Here's my pen. ASCAP. Change. Center to rocket. Not liquid. Okay. We're so far out of line here now. So as long as I get to a safe orbit, I'll be happy. We'll do as much correction as we can later on. All we need to do is stop this thing escaping, right? Now, we know from the Minmus craft that it takes about 7 days to get up there. So we will work by that particular thing. 7 days. So let's have a look. That's going to be 38. So let's set create an alarm, a manual alarm. Asteroid close. 30 days. Get rid of that. Press that button again. Add that alarm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to just now, like, watch these guys die. Switch to. Now that we have the important stuff, and we can bring the other probe home as well. Yeah. That should be fine. Hey, Bowel S. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We are currently bringing back some boosters, of course. I mean, why would we not be bringing back some boosters? More importantly, there is a craft just ahead of us somewhere. That one there, or maybe that one there. This one here is going to grab an asteroid that's about to pass. Oh, in 30 days, going to pass through the Kerbal system. So that one's going to capture that. We need to bring this one home. That asteroid capture class AC probe home, which we will do after this one has re-entered. We're just going to let that re-enter. We're going to watch what happens. These guys are almost entirely... There's no almost entirely. These guys are entirely down to the mercy of the physics engine right here. I've got no... Well, I mean, we've got control, but we can't do anything with the control. I don't think there's any serious... They do all have serious fuel left. I could do this. We can come in. The plasma has made a problem. What? Where's the fuel? What? I told you all to save the fuel. Where's my fuel gone? Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna watch these explode, because what else are we gonna do? I was gonna try and slow them down enough, but it turns out that's not possible. Oh, this one might. This one might. The rest are going to be just a squidgy mess. This one, oh, it's nosediving. There's no saving this one. Look at that. Oh. This one also nosediving. Problems ahead for that. We've got ourselves a decoupler. That's nice. Always nice. We got parachutes. Parachutes. Okay, that's good. These ones, yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything. I mean, radio out. You're fine. You're not. Oh, this one's turned itself round. This one in the middle of turning itself round. Have we saved 3 of the 4? Is that what I'm seeing here? 3 of the 4? Got some explosions going on down on the surface. This was actually kind of successful. 3. I don't know what these are. Oh, is that also probe cores? What are you guys? What are you guys? Let's speed up to ×4 here. We'll see what is safe and what isn't. Look, we've had a parachute open over there. That's nice. That's nice. Parachute opening over there. I'm very interested about these. Very interested about these. These are all probes. One of them has to be kind of this top unit here, right? Off of one of the sides. Oh, look at that moon over there. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely majestic. Absolutely majestic. You very rarely see moon and sun that close together in the sky, though. The sun, it's very bright. Did you guys know that the sun is very bright? And so the moon, not so bright. Are these the pink things that we can see? These might be the pink things that we can see. Why are these classed as actual parts? And so seeing these two close together like that is very, very difficult. If you've got really good eyes, you might be able to make that out. Hey, you were gone for a bit. What happened? The 4 boosters that were on the outside of the asteroid capturing craft have re-entered the atmosphere, went under a few rapid unplanned disassemblies, but mostly we've got some parts coming back nice and safe. Another explosion about to happen over there. Yeah, there we go. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get this down to the surface. I'm not sure what's going to happen with these 2-kilometer away parts. I assume a lot of these are now frozen in the air, because that's kind of how things work. I'm gonna recover this, and then we'll go. I don't like going to the tracking station necessarily, but I think we're gonna have to look at the lushness of the Parallax mod. Parallax 2.0, if you are aware. If you're not aware, sorry. Look, what is this? There's like actual plants. There's like actual plants. Much better than the 1.0, where all he did was add a bit of roughness to the floor. That's a little unfair. He didn't just add roughness to the floor, but oh, hello, this one went under. I think there might be a problem there, and I'm not allowed to switch to anything. Okay, let's recover. I do indeed have Parallax 2.0. Yes, Parallax 1 was just. I mean, it was fun. But I don't have a bad computer, right? It's not as good as it was when Parallax 1 came out, but I don't have a bad computer. And it just chugged, and it chugged really bad, and it didn't do that much for making the floor look that great. It put lots of noise on the floor and made your eyes go, oh, so much detail. But actually, if you stopped and looked at it, it wasn't. As opposed to 2, which, oh my god, looks so good. You know, it looks so good. But it has noticeably extended my loading times. Noticeably. Funny science. Alright, moving on. We've got some monies back. That's nice. I think I punched my microphone there. If you heard something, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was that bad, but if you did, sorry. Okay, let's see what's going on with those parts. That's what I want to know. What's going on with those parts at the other side? There's been more than 20 seconds of loading. There's a very high chance that my streamer brain reset, and I wasn't sure what was going on. Thankfully, I managed to pick the thread up again. So these guys, I mean, they're marked as landed. Do I just recover them? I think I'm just going to recover them. Recover. We could jump out there, see what's going on, but I think we're fine. Recover. Thinking of building a space plane. I am all about space planes. Let's fly this one. They will be launched by a rocket. Now I'm going to be like, how dare you? What you want is a rocket that launches a plane that then launches a rocket. I might build one of these. Oh, how dare I hit my mic like that? Oh, yeah, terrible, right? Terrible. I should have my streamer badge taken away from me. Is that a thing? Can I have a streamer badge? Can someone make me a streamer badge? Okay, do we have any power? We've got power. Wow, I was a little shocked. Up here, we also have some fuel. And with the power of the fuel, I'm going to just slow myself down. Oh, mate. Let's drop some parachutes as well while we're at it. Yeah, nice. Where's the engine noise gone? What happened to my engine noise? Engine noise is kind of important. Okay, well, anyway, we are coming in for a crash. What is this? Settings, spacecraft 100%. Something's happened. Something has happened. Cyber talking. Twitchy's bad says I suck at XCOM. Hey man, I am passable at XCOM. I can make it through a standard campaign. Turn it down and turn it back up. Thanks. I mean, I'll try it, but unfortunately, until it comes around to fly again. Oh, Landstrider, I would love to, but this is literally the worst. I'm just about to get back into university. I don't know, pitch at me. I could probably find time. You know me. Yeah, watch my XCOM 2 playthrough if you've not seen my XCOM 2 playthrough. If you have even the smallest ounce of tactical sensibilities, it's a cringe fest. It's a cringe fest. If you want me to launch a rocket, I can do that. That's no problem. If you want me to provide cover for my guy who's just about to run in, I'm sorry, I don't understand the concept. What is this? We're further away from the atmosphere than I thought we were. Okay, here we go. Another big D orbit. I've got a feeling this one, though, is probably going to blow up. Probably going to blow up. It's too pointy. It's too pointy. And because of the pointiness, I think we're going to just kind of slice our way through the air and end up crashing over there. Are we gonna... Alright, that's the question. Are we going to hit the floor, or is it just going to be an airburst? Are we going to hit the floor, or is it an airburst? The fact that we've already lost the engine makes me think we are airbursting, and we're probably going to airburst... Ooh. We're twisting funny. It's interesting. Oh, we might not even hit the floor. Oh no, we're gonna hit the floor. Wait, let's bring up the. Oh yeah, we're gonna hit the floor. We're not a fan of Twitchy because he's gonna get. What? Are you not here for this pro gaming hot tips action? Hype! What an explosion! What an explosion! That was good. That was really good. I got to work on the re-entry angle of that one. I think. Let's go to the tracking station. Yeah, hot gameplay tips here. That's all I've got. I don't even know how to be a bad gamer, you know. Oh, did I mention that Parallax has been increasing my load times? That's quite the thing. Particularly when we're starting to get. Oh, we could have checked the resource scanners actually, seen where they are at. Of course, we're trying to get 50% coverage with those two. I think no, maybe higher, 75%. I'll have a look at the mission on the way in. You've liked the video, now something exploded. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's one of the reasons why I always try to make sure there's some boosters to come back as well. People like explosions. People like explosions. I do prefer it personally as the runner of a space program. If I could bring them back, you know, without exploding everything. Let's have a look. We're gonna remotely sense and tell how our craft are doing on the different celestial bodies here. Okay, we thickened up some stuff. I don't like the fact that there's like patchiness there. That we're going all the way down from 0. So why hasn't this been scanned? Right, nice, thank you. Okay, so that's good. Anywhere there's purple, we've done a scan. Let's also now check Minmus. Oh, that's much. Oh, look at that! Blop, blop, blop. Much better. Maybe we'll change to this type of orbit on the Mun at some point. You know, because the Mun very up and down. It's a big planet. You go very up and down, but we could probably start going sideways now. If the Kerbals live at success, no matter how much the spaceship explodes, this is true. I mean, this is why you have to have detachable command pods, right? Detachable command pods. Okay, we need to do a little bit of future planning. Are you guys ready for some planning? I know it's crazy. I don't do much of it, but I would like to do some of it. If we extend this out here, I want to get my periaps. Oh, it's close, but it's not going to be perfect. My periaps to meet up there. Okay, that's good. You see those markers? Those 2 markers are what I'm after. And now, is this really how I'm going to do it? I'm going to start jumping forward in orbit. Oh wait, let's come out here. Okay. Jump. Oh, this is gonna we're gonna be clicking a lot. We're gonna be clicking a lot. It's gonna take many days. You might be able to notice that these are moving forwards. This is the position of the the position of this asteroid when my satellite is here. And if I keep jumping forward an orbit until I do the next maneuver, we should end up with a position where everything kind of lines up nicely for us. My first mission to Juno, all that survived was the command pod. So because I'm some sort of psychopath who sends robots first a lot of my Eve missions end up just with a... Ooh, is that good enough? Okay, we can change this. A lot of my missions to Eve just end up with a probe core, a solar panel, and an antenna, if I'm lucky, stuck together on the surface of Eve. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that was so much. Let's bring that down. Let's see if we can just, like, fine-tune either of these much closer. I kind of doubt it. Oh, it was there. 3, 4, 5 does seem to be the closest we can do. If we go up, nothing. Down, nothing. Okay. 9, 1. If we go, like, super small. Okay, we're going to have to wait until we're much closer, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to want to tweak this as close as possible. The only one I'm really watching is this separation value here. 288 at the moment. And I'm literally just putting it down by 0.1, 0.2. Oh, and now we've got down to somewhere where it's not quite as flowy and going back up. Something like that. And then we click these again and see which one goes closer. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, that's probably the closest we're going to get with this particular maneuver node then. And I hate that. Alright, let's create an alarm for the maneuver. Asteroid. What do we call this? Rendezvous burn? I've forgotten how to spell rendezvous. I can't remember. Meet up burn. You know what? This game had actually taught me how to spell rendezvous, and now I can't remember. But look at the speed here. In the time it takes me to go from this orange one to this purple one, this amount of jump has happened from the asteroid. That is going to be... I mean, that's going to be really hard to try and meet up with. And then stop. I mean, I'm scared. I don't think I mind admitting that. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do this one, and I'm scared of looking like a fool online. I mean, you know, whatever. I look like a fool online. That's fine. I guess we're going, rather than make everybody feel sick by watching this jump round and around, we're going to go to the tracking station. There will be some loading time involved here, so if anybody wants me to start a random physics talk, now's the time. We'll do it. We were doing... Today I was watching pre-lectures on the history of quantum mechanics and all the various things that we had seen that had led us to the thought that energy comes in discrete packets. Things like, have you ever done what's called a flame test, where you get the cleanest burning flame you can, whatever that is, and then you drop various chemicals in it and you see different colours? Do you know where those colours come from? This is probably like the biggest thing in science at the moment. So if you throw fireworks, right? You've seen fireworks. They go up, they make an explosion. The sound is one thing. We're not going to talk about the sound, but the light that you see, right? There's bright white light, and there's like red lights and blue lights and green lights, and those are all from different elements that they've put inside the firework. If you remember the old traffic, not the old traffic lights, the old street lights that were orange, that's because they put sodium in them and put a bunch of electricity through sodium and made it glow a certain color. Anyway, the reason that these things glow, that the color that they do, is that something has come along and given the electrons around the molecule, atom, whatever, given the electrons some energy to what we call go up in energy level, right? It wants to orbit in a bigger thing, and there's a whole bunch of things that constrains how high it can orbit. But the important thing is it jumps up when it gets given energy, and then when it loses energy, it releases a photon. I'm sure you've all heard of photons. If you haven't, little packets of light. It's how we get our light. But you can think of it as a wave of light energy. The electron drops down, out goes a wave. Now, the electrons can only jump certain distances because of wave-like nature. But whatever, we'll just call it, it can only jump certain distances. And so different things jump different amounts. Different electrons around different atoms jump different amounts. And that jump there lets out different coloured photons depending on how far it jumps. Yes, yeah, totally. Wait. We got some big questions here. F equals ma. Yeah, force equals mass times acceleration. It's crazy. If you figure out how much something weighs and how to accelerate it, you can figure out the forces involved. Or the other way around. It works in all directions. It's crazy. Tell us random physics stuff. Okay, cool. Copper is green when it burns. Yes. It's if you saw SN7. The super heavy, SpaceX's super heavy that was coming in for landing, and the engine started burning. I came into this when I didn't want to. The engine started burning, and that was cool. That was really cool. But that was the copper parts burning. Am I focused on Kerbin? Right, we're focused on Kerbin. I'm going to press this button, and things are going to spin around rather quickly, and then I'm going to make a quick save. How does heat and temperature involve physics? You're a little confused. So the problem is heat is just the random motion of materials. You can imagine, because there's heat and then there's hot radiation, right? Things that are hot jiggle, right? And through a very similar process to the light being released, they jiggle in such a way that heat radiation gets released. Now that radiation is the stuff that burns you, right? It's called black body radiation. Almost anything that gets hot releases radiation at this certain wavelength because it's shaking things side to side, and things that shake side to side make the electromagnetic radiation wake side to side, right? It's all just things shaking around. It's a little more complicated than that, but that's generally the easy way to remember it. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, got sunburn from welding. Heat is heat. It doesn't matter if it comes from the sun. I mean, welding is just warming up that material through whatever means, generally high voltage electricity, right? But that's still. So the reason that works is that you got electrons being pushed through wire. If you want to go with that model, we'll go with that model. And they bounce off the various atoms, causing more jiggle, and thus friction and heat and stuff like that. Vibrations, the universe is made out of them, or the universe is all that really ridiculous hippie rubbish that you heard from the 70s, like crystals and vibrations and whatever, man. Yeah, I mean that's quantum dynamics right there. That's why it got so so popular, because it was now there's a whole bunch of voodoo that people have tried to include that isn't real. One go. But it's great. Do you know how LEDs work? Like, I mean, just literally on the gross macro scale. Do you know how there's just a crystal? There's just a random crystal in there that we pump some electricity in, and it does weird stuff, and light comes out of it. And like, it's the same with a quartz crystal. Have you seen the clicky lighters? Have I got one around here? I'm sure I've got one somewhere else. But you click and like, do you know what's happening inside there? There's a little hammer hitting a quartz crystal. It's making a spark. Like, what is that? That's reverse piezoelectricity, right? You know, when you move stuff, you get electricity, but it also works in the other direction. And that's one of the mysteries around us, the everyday miracles that we are immersed in. Is the lighter? It's crazy. I like it. I like it a lot. Like, I've not smoked for 15 years, something like that, but I still carry one of these miracles in my pocket just in case, you know, just in case. I got sunburn from sitting in a pool for 5 hours, what I thought was like 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, the big problem with water is it likes to act like a lens, right? In the same way that telescopes do. And like, let me tell you, you shouldn't look at the sun through a telescope. You shouldn't probably like expose your body to the sun through a telescope either. So I've been making, as a few of you have probably heard, I've been making a sci-fi roleplay game, or a campaign setting. You can think of like for D&D, but it's not for D&D. One of the things that I'm thinking about, we've got a city on the moon, like literally our moon, Copernicus crater. If you look up at the moon, it's the big one you look at. And did you know how much of the sun's deadly radiation is filtered out by the atmosphere? Through the same process that lets out the colours, the things also soak in the colours, right? And you may have heard that the light spectrum, the electromagnetic spectrum, is not just the colours that we can see. It involves like infrared, like the James Webb Telescope could do, X-rays like Spitzer. The X-rays that are used in hospital is just another form of light that our eyes can't see, right? And there's this whole spectrum of it. And our atmosphere is really good at blocking the majority of that, apart from this coloured bit that we all see in. It's why we all see in this coloured light. It's because it's the bit that our atmosphere lets through, so it's the bit that we can see the most information of, right? There wouldn't be any point to us looking in infrared, because after, I don't know, 100 meters of atmosphere, all the infrared has been absorbed by the water in the atmosphere. I'm sure it's much further than 100 meters, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's not as good as light, which just goes through, coloured light, which just goes through everything. So yeah, if we were put suddenly on the moon with like minimal protection, like here's some SPF 50, like you're cooking, like, and I mean that literally. You are cooking. Your DNA's getting destroyed. Like the high intensity cosmic rays will literally fry you from the outside in. Stop. Where's my asteroid trail? Says target. Thank you. All right. I just needed. I needed to be sure. Something feels wrong. Anybody else feeling like something's wrong here? Something feels very wrong. Let's stop here and see what we can do to change this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, alright, that's better. That's better. Oh, I went too far. It turns out very powerful. Very powerful. SPF 50 would give you 50 times normal survival time. Yeah. Some insane temperature difference alone from light and dark side. Oh my gosh. Like 400 degree. Let's just type this into Google. Dark side. This temp. Let's see if we got that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be at. But yeah, like I believe it to be something like 400 degree difference. Right, it is a ridiculous temperature. Like you're freezing, you're below freezing on the dark side of the moon. Now I don't know how much the moon around you will warm you up, but the temperature of space itself, when you can't see the sun, is 2 degrees Kelvin. That's minus 260 odd degrees Celsius. Minus very much Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's like lots. Minus 400, 500, something like that. I don't know. I'll take that one. Does that look like we can do some work with that? Yeah. So like, the planet does a lot for us that we just do not realize. From keeping our temperature nice and what's the word I'm looking for here? Standard, no. Homogeneous is a good word, but not the one I'm looking for. Consistent. I'm going to go with consistent. And that's further away. Oh, 42 kilometers. Give me this very close. 35 kilometers is pretty good. 8 kilometers. I mean, we're never gonna get that good, but I'm gonna store that. Asteroid close by. It's close. It's close. Maneuver. ASCAP. Scary. This is scary. This is like no going back stuff. If I mess it up, it's cool. Minus 420. Hi. Go to bed. Go to be up silly early. Good rest, my friend. Good rests for you. All right. Have I got anything to do other than move up to my maneuver here? I think not. Okay, let's check on my fuel tanks. I'm fairly sure I'm going to explode when I stage this, right? Is that a thing that we know from the past? I think that might be a thing we know from the past. Maybe next stream we're going to spend some time upgrading our asteroid capture craft. Okay, let's make a quick save and jump on up. This seems like the place to make it, right? I am out of liquids. I am super out of liquids. Don't like that. Don't like that. Okay, where are we? Pole, Elu, asteroid capture C. Oh, it's getting close. Can you feel it? It's getting closer. Oh, it's actually really like, oh, nail-biting stuff. Nail-biting stuff. It will delete and close that. Thank you very much. Letting us know that things are happening. Let's jump forwards. It's coming really fast. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to try and make this tiny correction burn. And then try and figure out how to make this work. Auto warp cancelled. I mean, we want to get as close as possible and make this exact burn. I'm actually going to come in here and turn my thrust down by half as soon as time warp stops. 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, got it. I mean, I should be able to work out how much the temperature of the moon affects how much, like, you are warmed by it. Last semester, we did what was called the heat equation. Supposedly something that Newton was very famous for, but I'd never heard of it before then. Let's just kind of roll this in. Let's see what happens. But you take, like, the temperature of the thing that's hot and then the temperature of its surroundings, because obviously if you put a hot thing in a cold area, it gets cold quicker than if you kept it in a hot area, right? Which is not like, we say these things like they're super intuitive, but who says that surface is gonna emit more heat if the other side of it is cold or hot? I mean, it's still just a surface area. It's one of the things that's kind of gets my goat upon looking a lot of these things up, is because a lot of things are just said as if, like, duh, why wouldn't you think that? And like, well, there's lots of other ways that the universe could be arranged, you know? It just so happens that it's described this way. Actual fear. Okay, let's jump down to about here. Oh, it's so fast! Surface target, okay? We're going to try and slow ourselves down. We've got many delts to deal with, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then we need to try and stop it. That one might be the problem. Where are you? It should be back there somewhere. It should be just back there. So can we get rid of that? Thanks. Is that it? Do you guys see that little dot there? That might be it. That might be it. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Okay, how close do I want to go? Not sure if I mentioned this, but oh, terrifying. Let's try here. Okay, this is good. I want to try and get both these numbers as close to 0 as possible. The speed one is actually the one I'm mostly worried about now. We're coming in within 100 kilometers. I feel good, you know. I feel good. How many times do you think we are going to go flying past the entire thing? I think it's going to be more than once, but I think you guys are going to have to sit here and watch this because I need to go get some drink. I'm very, very, very dry. Hold on. I mean, take pity on Twitchi who doesn't have production staff, eh? Quick save now and then the stream with a collision. I mean, that could be the way forwards. No. I mean, I do have a quick save. I literally have a quick save down at the bottom of the orbit because it was going to be. But I actually feel like this is going to be hard to strike. You know, moving 300 meters per second at 60 frames per second, we're still moving 2 meters per frame, something like that. We could actually, now that I say 2 meters per frame, that sounds reasonable. Sounds reasonable. Now this is pretty close to impact. 23 at this distance. Fear. So I appear to be losing about 1 meter per second About 1 meter per second I can live with that. Let's warp closer. Okay, it's just past my orbit. Go, go, go. I should have just carried on burning, right? I think we're okay. I think I'm gonna make it. I think we're gonna capture it around about periapsis, which would be ideal, if I'm to be honest. Is it ideal? I don't know. It would be pretty good. Alright, Laeocynthium. Cynthium? Is that your name? I think that's right. I think that's right. Cynthium? The speed drop is actually pretty good here. Speed drop is actually pretty good. I could maybe have done with a second engine on here, but you know, this is fine. This is fine. It's going to take a little bit of oomph to try and get it moving. Wait, stop. Where did this disappear to? That is not the little heart attack I was looking for right there. I mean, what speed do I actually want to be approaching this? 200 seconds to drop it. Why? Bring it back. Bring it back. Huh? I mean, I'm not going to turn around. I feel like maybe I should, though. 0.3. Let's go orbit. Let's go normal. Let's try and bring this down even closer, hopefully. 2, 1, 0. Press Z instead of X. That's good shout. Oh, man. All right. Add maneuver. We're just going to have to play around until we find it. I'm not going back. There it is. Why? What's up here? That's even further away. Okay. All right. So what's our problem here? The 35. I'll take that one, and then we'll just drift closer. I suppose it's the only way we can do this. Serious problems here. I wonder why that was. No, thankfully not the F4. Sometimes Kerbal doesn't like the angles. And unfortunately, that's literally it. I'm sure you've all seen when you've been trying to make a real close maneuver. Sometimes it gets to the point where it all just starts flicking around and giving you weird results. I'm just going to burn this through right now. I think that might be the easiest way to do it. I assume it's just something like that. Target, right? I don't want to warp too close because obviously it's look at it moving fast. Go. Can I see it yet? Can I see it yet? Not quite. I feel like it should be coming up on my scope. It's gone again. I mean, I don't want to say it's lying, but I feel like it's lying, you know? I mean, I'm doing what I can. Maybe if we go this way now. Lost it again. This is kind of annoying. I'm sure you can feel it. What happens if I just, like, time accelerate towards it a little bit? I mean, there's no way it should have moved so far that we're not on top of each other, you know? This one? Okay. Let's try orbit normal. Bring these together. Wow, yeah, it's the nav ball that got me where I was, unfortunately. That's not normal. That's the wrong way. Turns out I needed to go anti-normal. Who'd have thought? There we go, big cross. Yeah, can't do anything else. All right, we're just gonna fly in like this then. Target. There's that relative speed of 186. Like I'm gonna be ripping past so fast that I'm scared. I'm scared of losing track of it. Yeah. No. All right. Yeah. It is lying. I agree. So I feel like I should just burn this way. Yeah, every time I burn, it changes just a little bit. All right. Which I suppose, yeah. That way. Just I've gone flying past so many times. I don't want to do that again. Yeah, there we go. 1.1. Why is that so... Okay, so it turns out getting my descending node down to 0 might have been the problem, which I suppose makes sense for the hyperbolic orbit that this is. If they were both circles, they would have had to overlap. So, alright, yeah. Yeah, alright. I see my problem. Let's warp in closer. Still worried. At when I need to start slowing down. I can't be less than 100 seconds away from it, right? So I mean that's only a couple of minutes though. So let's come in even more. Let's see if we can't shed half the speed without losing the dot. And then over this way just a little bit as well. Once again, watching the ball. Okay, 110. Can we see it yet? I feel like this should be distance 82 kilometers. Where are there it is. There it is. Gonna save it. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. And let's see if we can do this without ripping past it too fast. Probably means like start burning at 40 kilometers. I'm going to go with 40 kilometers. That might be a little close. It might be a little far away. I'm not actually overly sure. Let's go 45, just to be a little. I'd rather stop a little short than go ripping past. Let's give it a little nudge to try and push us onto more of a collision course. Okay. Just bring it in nice and gentle now. This is always the point where you're trying to weigh up. Do I want to go in super fast and, like, you know, get the mission done? Or do I want to bring it in as slow as possible? Be nice and safe, but also just take too long about it. I mean, these are the things. When you are in real life, obviously, running your own actual NASA, you tend to err on the side of take it slow, take it cautious. Because it's a lot of money, right? But, you know, I'm playing a game. So I'm not that bothered about getting closer. I'm fairly sure 40 seconds we can start losing in about 40 meters per second we can lose in under 10 kilometers, right? In fact, probably more so. Oh, no, that's too far. Tried to time accelerate closer. Got a little bit closer than I wanted to, but actually, I think this is fine now. I'm just going to drift. Just going to drift nice and close. Welcome back, MLT? MTL. Ah, I can read. My brain. This is a big asteroid, by the way, guys. This is a Class C. This is one of the larger ones. I'm not sure whether we've got what it takes to be able to push this back. Let's arm this up. We are technically controlling from here anyway. There's a small probe core underneath that's got the same alignment, so it doesn't matter too much whether we're controlling from that or from this probe core. Let's come over this way and start slowing ourselves down. Okay, impactor has been set up. That's nice. It's kind of tempting just to spin around and look at it. Do I have RCS? Oh, I mean, it makes noise like there is, so maybe. Quick save. Turn around. Change to this locked camera view, because it tells me what orientation my spacecraft is. And then from here, I should be able to use the RCS to push us onto a collision course, right? Like that. That's how that one's gonna go. This feels fast. Ah, it was too fast. That's why I saved it. I wanted to try. So what is the impact speed? I bet that's on the wiki. Hang about KSP wiki claw. Advanced grabbing units. Because everybody calls it that. Nobody calls it the claw, do they? Target. Reverse. Let's bring this down to a nothing. Impact, max temperature, impact tolerance, 50 meters per second. Were we traveling? I'm fairly sure we were just traveling less than 50 meters per second. Oh no, not this time. Not this time. Oh, it wasn't the claw that blew up. Blew up. Oh, it was just one of my... Oh, that's no problem. So, did I push in too hard? Why didn't the claw bite then? Okay. I can figure this out. R, spin. Can I target center of mass? It shouldn't change at all, right? Yeah. That is a terrible center of mass, by the way. That's not the type of center of mass I want to log onto. All right, we're going to wait for this low... Yeah, like that. Something like this. Oh, it's lumpy. Oh, it's lumpy. Let's turn that off. We got sunlight. We don't need the terribleness of the... This is not ideal. I'm just kind of like shouldering at it now. Okay, let's push away. Have you heard of the Alpha rocket launch? I have not. What is the Alpha rocket launch? Always interested in new launches and or missions. You can just search. Oh, well, thanks very much for that, buddy. That's great. It was supposed to be yesterday. Okay, cool. I'm presuming some sort of private space company is going to revolutionize the small sat launching. I hit that too slow, didn't I? Small sat launching business. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's a private company. Cool. Let's have a look. Alpha launch. Hopefully. Oh, they've got like a Falcon Heavy. Alpha software. Okay. Have to come back to that. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm still not sure why my grabbing unit didn't grab the first time. The second time, yeah, cool. That was just a quick spin and grab. But that first one where I was coming in at a, you know, it was a fair speed, but it wasn't like ridiculously fast. 17 meters per second. The Falcon Heavy looking one was their old one, you think, but they went bankrupt in 2018, but got saved by a Ukrainian investor. Oh man, oh, I hope recent activities haven't changed that particular situation. Two and a half meters per second. Yeah, I'm surprised that, yeah, I actually hadn't heard anything about them. Okay, so far so good. We're going to once again target center of mass, and then we're going to unlock this. We're just going to swing over until we are proper central. Okay, we now have control of this asteroid. We need to go to orbit. We need to go retrograde. Let's see what actually happens here. Are we going to be able to swing it around? We are. This is good. We're nearly at the point where we need to be stopping this. So let's turn it on. They have only once made a launch. That's unfortunate. What do we think orbital velocity out at Minmus is? Well, it's obviously 274 meters per second. If it wasn't, Minmus wouldn't be able to stay there, right? Because if Minmus was, if you're going faster, your thing would be bigger than Minmus. Your orbit would be bigger, right? Right. So what I really need to do now, I'm not sure how like wishful thinking this is. I need to focus on Kerbin. And then Pet Rock. Set as target. Oh, yes. Well, 86 degrees off. Great. Thank you very much, Landstrider, for the reminder. And my engine power has been turned down. Brilliant. Yeah, love it. We're doing well. Getting that. Wait. Can I do both at the same time? Add maneuver. 86. Man, which way makes that worse? 70. Okay, that's better. Oh, we're at the weird bit where we've gone more than 90 degrees. So I'm not even gonna bother. We're gonna just do this the expensive way. Huh? What? Stop. Things going wrong in the background. Don't worry about it. Supposed to be creating replacement booters for Antares, seeing as the Antares is built with Ukrainian manufactured hardware. I didn't know that. I was actually thinking something I need to do with like a second channel is go through and do sort of mission not mission highlights, mission overviews of various ESA projects, right? Like for instance, I don't actually know all that much about. Oh, what's the one that's the Ariane, right? I don't actually know that much about the Ariane spacecraft. I know the number 5 is about 4 is about to retire, and then 5 is coming in, or 6 is coming in. Yeah. Anyway, we're about to have an Antares update. Not Antares, Ariane update. You see, and this is why I need to do it, so that they're very clear in my brain. Because I'm sure many of my American friends would like some sort of update from someone who's in the middle, right? Like I can just go and find out these ESA missions, no problem. I probably, though I've not gone round and asked, know people on the missions. So I know that I know people who are crunching the data for the LIGO experiments. Super exciting, let me tell you. So yeah, it's a bit. We're not going to MoHo with the pet rock. No. There is a craft going to MoHo. Where are they? There they are. Indigo Voyage. They are on their way down to MoHo. But in the meantime, whilst they were going, I thought it would be a good time. You can make a podcast out of that. Yeah, thanks. I think it will just be a nice series of like 10-minute videos. Maybe not even that. Just like 5 minutes. Maybe. Just being like, hey, did you know about any of the Galileo mission? Like, most people don't know about Galileo, right? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't know enough right now to begin launching into it, right? I mean, maybe the planning of it could be a live stream, like the planning of the video. Like one of the major problems that I'm going to have is, to begin with, I'm not going to have any B-roll, right? I'm not going to have any video to put in the background whilst I'm talking about it. Rocket Roundup, what a phrase! I like it a lot. Oh, is this actually going to capture? What's this one? Wait, what's this one? Anybody else see this? There's an asteroid in the middle of the Kerbal system. Huge. As fast as you talk, you could fit a bunch of content into a short. I really could. And who wouldn't like short version of most of the mission rundowns? Add maneuver. Let's try and. 45. I want to know how much this is going to cost me. 29. 21. 16. Oh, we're nearly there. 12. 9. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of finagling, but I think I could figure out 5 point. I mean, 5 degrees is not bad if we want to try and come in and rendezvous. Oh, that's a little awkward, Moon. If you could not, that Moon, you little awkward Moon, you. No, little awkward and in the way. I think I'm just going to set that one up. And I think with that, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys next time when we're going to capture this asteroid. Maybe not capture. Correct. Yeah, that's it. And it's ready to go. We've got the MoHo on the way. 57 days. I mean, we're going to be doing long-term stuff now. I don't think we're going to be doing another moon base for a little while. So I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.